scripting elements are there? How many scripting elements? 4. What is first one? Scriptlets. Second one, declarations. Third one, expressions. Okay. Scriptlets, declaration, expression. Fourth one, comments. Okay. See, whatever you write the code in scriptlet, where it goes inside the servlet? Inside the service or outside the service? Inside the service. Declaration, outside the service. Expressions, inside the out.println as a parameter. Okay. This is you have to remember. Okay. The diagram I given. JSP to solid. This is you have to remember. Okay. Whatever you write the code in declaration, it is outside the service. Whatever you write in scriptlet, inside the service. Whatever you write in expression as a parameter in out.println. Okay. These three you have to remember. Then only you can write JSP program in a proper way. Otherwise confusion comes. Okay. Now, yesterday I given life cycle methods of converted solid. Now, converted solid life cycle methods. Now JSP init. Write this one. JSP init method. JSP init method. It is called by a web container whenever first request comes to a JSP. It is called by web container whenever first request comes to a JSP. It is called by web container whenever first request comes to a JSP. It is in jakarta.solid.jsp page interface. It is in jakarta.solid.jsp page interface. This method can be overridden. This method can be overridden by programmer in JSP. This method can be overridden by programmer in JSP. Because it is not overridden. Because it is not overridden by JSP engine. Because it is not overridden by JSP engine. See, I given three methods. JSP init underscore JSP service JSP destroy. 3 methods. But this method not overridden. I'll show you. Say It is called by web container whenever first request comes to a JSP. It is in JSP page interface. This method can be overridden by programmer in a JSP because it is not overridden by JSP engine. Next, this method complete signature I'll show you. Say jakarta.solid.jsp.jsp page. Say JSP init. One minute. Java jakarta.solid.jsp.jsp page. But it is class path setting for the actually. Actually, we don't use JSP library. One minute. This is only for cleaning the library, but running program not required. Here, see, this is the method JSP init, JSP destroy. These two methods are present in this interface, but this interface derived from solid interface only again. That is I'll give. Method declaration. Public abstract void JSP init. So this method equivalent to init method. This method equivalent to init method. It is called by web container whenever first request comes to a JSP. It is in this page interface. This method can be overridden by JSP, Java programmer. Okay. Next, I given three methods. It is first method. Second method, underscore JSP service. Underscore JSP service method. Underscore JSP service. It is called by web container for every request. It is called by web container for every request. It is called by web container for every request. It is in jakarta.solid.jsp.jsp HTTP JSP page interface. This method cannot be overridden. Cannot be overridden by programmer. This method cannot be overridden by programmer because it is already overridden by JSP engine. Because it is already overridden by JSP engine. Because it is already overridden by JSP engine. Method declaration. Alright, this one. Method declaration. Public abstract void underscore JSP service. Public abstract void underscore JSP service. HTTP solid request, HTTP solid response. Is it over? Say this method equivalent to init method. This method equivalent to init method. But here JSP init. This method we can override because this is not overridden by JSP engine. This signature declaration. It is underscore service. It is every request. It is equivalent to service method. This method you cannot override. Already overridden. This method is present in the converted solid. I'll show you. This is method declaration. Next. JSP destroy. It is called by web container whenever converted solid instance is removed from web container. It is called by web container whenever converted solid instance is removed from web container. Converted solid instance is removed whenever web application is undeployed from server or server shuts down. converted servlet instance is removed whenever web application is undeployed from server or server shuts down. So it is equivalent to destroy. It is in Jakarta dot Saulet dot JSP dot JSP page interface. It is in Jakarta dot Saulet dot JSP page interface. Method declaration. Note down. Is it over? So JSP init underscore JSP service JSP destroy. These three lifecycle methods. I given yesterday JSP init underscore JSP service JSP destroy. Here now let this I given. Whenever first request comes, how many methods called? JSP init service. Second request, this one. Third request, let this only up to last request. This is undeployed or server shuts down. Okay, here one more point missed. 1 minute. This method we can override. I didn't give. Okay, right here after that. Otherwise, this method can be overridden by programmer in JSP. This method can be overridden by programmer in JSP because it is not overridden by JSP engine. Because it is not overridden by JSP engine. This method can be overridden by programmer in JSP because it is not overridden by JSP engine. So one method overridden. True methods, if you want, you can override. If you want, you can override. Is it completed? This method can be overridden by programmer in JSP because it is not overridden by JSP engine. So 3 lifecycle methods are there, but this method not overridden. we have to override if you want. This method overridden. No need, we cannot override. This method not overridden. If you want, you can override. Because already converted solid you have seen. You observe. Here you observe. Converted solid. Is it life cycle method? Is it life cycle method? Give me answer. No. For this one, underscore is there. For this one, underscore is there. For init, whatever I given notes in that underscore is there. No. It is non-life cycle. Is it life cycle? No. Is it life cycle? For this one, underscore is there. Okay. Method only, method name only different. That meaning. Okay. So one method only life cycle overridden. Remaining two methods not overridden. That's what we have to override. You observe that method is not there. Okay. So here these two not life cycle methods. These two methods non-life cycle methods. One method only overridden by JSP engine. Other methods, if you want, you can override. Okay. Now. These methods, if you want to override, how to override? Say, my task is yesterday one login form I given. Then login.jsp written. That is without database I given. With the database I want. With the database means you have to write init method inside. You can write connection establishment. Task code in this method. And connection close code in this method. Now 3 methods required. But one method already overridden. And remaining 2 we have to override. See. For yesterday program only, I want to write database connection. See, the login.html. Whenever you click on submit button, here login.jsp executed. This is login.jsp. Okay. Here what we written, username is ABC, password is XYZ, welcome. Otherwise invalid. Like this we written. This is only for one user, but I want to connect to database. See, this is once again I'll run. Login.html. Now ABC XYZ. Then welcome. Any other invalid. Any other. Now it is only for ABC XYZ. But if you connect to a database, n number of users can access. No, if you connect to a database, n number of users can access. How to write? We'll see. I'll remove this code. First, receiving request parameter is same. This is same, common. Now username received, password received. Now we have to check in database. If you want to check in database, first connection establishment code you have to write. Connection establishment code. Connection establishment code in which method you have to write? Init method. That is JSP init. That method not overridden. We have to override. For overriding, which element required? Which element required? Declaration or scriptlet or expression or any other than these three. Now, if you want to write init method, where you will write? Inside a service or outside a service? That means declaration you have to write. Okay. One more thing. Okay, 1 minute. That hierarchy also I'll give. Actually, here. Solid is a super interface. Solid is a super interface. It is inherited in generic solid. It is inherited in generic solid. It is also inherited in JSP page. And here generic solid inherited in HDP solid. Here it is inherited in HDP JSP page. These two inherited in HDP JSP base. So this class inherited in converted solid. This class inherited in converted solid. This is hierarchy. Now, it is which type of inheritance? You observe. Which type? You can call it as multi-path inheritance or hybrid inheritance. More than one path, multi-path or hybrid. Hybrid also you can call. Write this hierarchy. This is inherited in our JSP, converted solid. So converted solid extends HDP JSP base. Now it can access solid library, JSP library. So converted solid extend this class. This class extend this class. This class extend this class. This class implement this interface. These three interfaces. These all interfaces. Remaining all classes. That's what multiple inheritance possible. Multiple hybrid possible. So converted solid inherits HTTP JSP base. This class extend this class extend this class implement this interface. It can implement also multiple inheritance possible because interface. Now with this object, your solids library you can access, JSP library you can access. All you can access. All. Is it over? Now that yesterday program without database I given, now with database we are going to write. Now, first username password received from HTML page. Username received, password received. We have to check in database. If you want to check in database, first you have to establish the connection. Connection establishment code you have to write in the inside the init method, JSP init method. But JSP init method, it is not present in the converted solid. It is not present in converted solid. No, we have to override. If you want to override, which element required? Which element required? Declaration. We have to select declaration. Declaration. Inside the declaration, you can override. Public void JSP init. We have to override. Okay. Now inside the declaration, it is declaration open, declaration close. In between, I written. Now here connection establishment code. Class dot for name. What we have tried? Oracle dot JDBC dot driver dot Oracle driver. Next, connection con manager dot get connection. How many parameters? 3. Which type? Now first string is URL. What is the URL? JDBC colon Oracle colon 10 colon at localhost colon 1521 XE. Username system password manager. Okay. Now these two we have to handle try catch blocks. Okay. Here this connection can be accessed outside inside the service method? No. That's what I'll write here outside. Now connection. Now connection con. This is connection con. Here is it instance variable or class variable? Now instance variable. Now catch exception E. No, E dot print stack trace. Now here connection. This is connection establishment code. Okay. Connected to database. Connected to database. Till I didn't explain importing. Importing I didn't explain. No. This is actually we have to import. Connection interface. Till I didn't explain. Actually directives I didn't explain. No. Okay. Present what I'll do is I'll write like this. You can write no. Java.sql. Fully qualified name. Like this also you can write without importing. Now next I'll teach importing. Like this. Okay, connection, driver manager, connection establishment completed. Now this username password we have to check in database. Okay, database already we created one table that info something I created. That is only I'll continue. One table already login registration program I given. That table I'll continue. One table we created. This table only continue. Okay, this table I use. Now either statement required or prepared statement required. Prepared statement. Now what we are trying? Prepared statement. PSTMT equal to connection dot prepare statement. Dynamic SQL query. What you try? Select star from uinfo, where uname equal to question mark and keyword equal to question mark. So this is dynamic SQL query. Select a star from uinfo, where uname equal to question mark and keyword equal to question mark. Okay. For this one also java.sql. Prepared statement. Okay. Now prepared statement. This value you have to set. How to set? Prepared statement dot set string. First question mark. PSTMT dot set string. First question mark. S1. Next PSTMT dot set string. Second question mark. S2. Okay. Now dynamic SQL query here complete query completed. These values set it. Next we have to call result set. What we have to write? Result set are equal to PST dot execute query. Okay. Now for this one also SQL. Now next what you have to write? If rs dot next, then our dot println. Welcome. Even if you want to use username, yes one. Else our dot println invalid or password. Now observe init method connection establishment code inside the init method. Init method not overridden by JSP engine. That is the reason myself I overridden. But this method, if you want to override, declaration required, because it should be outside. It should be outside. Here required. But remaining task code inside the service. That's what scriptlet. So remaining code I written scriptlet. You observe. It is scriptlet. It is complete scriptlet. Next, destroy. Destroy where we have tried. Again declaration only. It should be outside only, no? Destroy also outside. So again one more declaration. Now public void JSP destroy. Okay. Now here connection dot close. Now here also try catch. Exception E. This is connection establishment and checking in database, everything I written. Now login.jsp we written with a database connection. Now see, right click, run on server, save. Login.jhtml. Now it is only existed users, whatever is there. Okay, in database, total 6 users are there, A to F. Now, suppose triple A, say submit. We'll get it. Welcome. Back. Any other invalid. See previously ABC XYZ written, no? That is not there now. Invalid. Now it is communicating with database. But I said, as compared to Solid, JSP very simple, I said. But in this program, very simplicity, see, observe. As it is there, no? Only class is not there and import statements not there. Remaining all same is there, no? This 46 lines code, just in 5-10 lines we can write later. JSP 2.0. It is 1.0 version. Okay. This 46 lines code, just in 10 lines you can write. That is JSTL. But with that, some limitation is there. All programs not possible. That's what this is also you have to learn. That is also you have to learn. Here, now you observe, it is same like a solid only appears, no? Same like a solid only. But that program with JSTL tags will write. That is complete like HTML appears. HTML. Now this program solid type only appears, you observe. Again, normal solid type only appearing. But JSTL, JSP standard tag library, that is introduced. JSP 2.0 version. This code just in 5-10 lines only we can write. And that too, the complete program line by line HTML type appears. That is new style. Okay. This is 1.0 version JSP. That is 2.0 version JSP. 1.0 like this only. 2.0 like that. But this is also you have to learn. That is some limitations are there. All programs not possible. These all here, whatever you want, you can do here. Okay. It is just like a solid appears. See, 46 lines is there. Later this program I'll show you further after 4-5 days. You see, then this program 5 lines we can write. 5-10 lines. That's it. Write this program. Login.jsp. Online students, write the notes. I'll explain. I'll clarify your doubts end of the session. Write the notes. So this is declaration. So declaration, scriptlet declaration. In first declaration, I written init method. Second declaration, I written JSP destroy. Otherwise, one declaration you can write for both. Works. In the first declaration only, this code also you can add there. It works. Okay. Like that also you can write. See, life cycle method, we overridden. Life cycle method. This is life cycle method. But underscore JSP service already overridden by JSP engine. That is life cycle method. Is it over? Is it completed? See, first category scripting elements that is completed. Okay. Second category directives. We can call it a directives also. Directives also. Anyone? Next actions like three concepts. Is it over? Program is over. Next nodal. Directives. There are three directives in JSP. First one, page directive. Second one, include directive. Third one, tag lib directive. There are three directives in JSP. First one, page directive. Second one, include directive. Third one, tag lib directive. Now, first one, page directive. What is the purpose? I'll explain. Syntax. There are three directives in JSP. First one, page directive. Second one, include directive. Third one, tag lib directive. First one, page directive. Page directive syntax. Page. Here we have tried attributes. It's just like a tag. And attributes we have tried. So less than symbol, percentile symbol, at symbol. After that, space, page, space, attributes, space, percentile, greater than. So here attributes we have tried. Here attributes we have tried. If it is include directive, just same will be there. Word include will be there. Tag lib, tag lib. Here it is case sensitive. You write clearly. I written small letters, write small letters only. But capital letter is there, capital. Small is there, small. As it is, write it. Okay. Some attributes like a second word onwards, capital letter is there. That is I'll give. Is it over? This is page directive syntax. Here attributes. Next heading attributes. Each attribute I'll explain. First one, language. language equal to here Java. It is default. So language, you studied already JSP definition. What is JSP definition? Not full form, JSP definition. It is a specification for developing web applications with Java programming language. Say JSP supports only one language, that is Java. Actually, ASP, Active Server Payers. When ASP came from Microsoft company, then JSP came. Okay. Say Active Server Payers. It supports VB script language. It supports C# language. So this ASP supports multiple languages. That is the reason JSP also in future it may supports. That purpose this attribute they given. But if you are writing Java code, then no need to write this attribute. In future, it may supports other language. At the time, if you want to write other language, then you have to write language equal to that language name. But present, this is not required. Okay. It is not required. By default Java. And we are writing, it is supports only Java also, only Java. That's what this attribute is not required. Now, whether you write or not, language equal to Java implicitly comes. So this attribute no need to write. Language, while ASP people, what they'll do while writing ASP program, ASP while writing this type of directive will be there for them also. Then language equal to VB script, language equal to C#, like that they'll write. But for us, not required. Reason, it supports only Java, that to Java default. So if it is supporting multiple languages, then this attribute required. And it is supporting only Java, that too this is default. That is the reason no need to write. Okay. It is first attribute, language equal to, you can specify the language. What we can specify at present, only Java. That is not required. Reason, default. That's what this attribute is no use. Okay. Second, import. Import equal to. You can import packages or classes or interfaces. You can import. Packages, classes, interfaces, you can import. Here, default, by default, 4 packages imported. That is not done. Is it over? Import equal to packages or classes or interfaces we can specify. Now, not done. The following packages are implicitly imported in JSP. The following packages are implicitly imported in JSP. Java.lang package, Jakarta.Saulet package. Somewhere I given already. Saulet.hdp package. Fourth one, Jakarta.Saulet.jsp package. The following packages are implicitly imported. The following packages are implicitly imported in JSP. Java.lang package, Jakarta.Saulet package, Jakarta.Saulet.hdp package, Jakarta.Saulet.jsp package. These 4 packages no need to import. If other than these 4, suppose in previous program, Java.sql was there. That is, you can import explicitly or import. And one more program I given time. At the time java.time package required. Explicitly we have to import. How to import? I'll show you now. Examples. If you want to import, you have to write like this. Import equal to java.sql.star. One package if you want to import, you can import like this. Suppose two packages if you want to import. You should not write import two times, you should not write. You should write comma like this, you have to write. You should not write import attribute two times. One time only you have to write. But n number of. It is JSP syntax. Now, if you want to import one class, let's again import. So if you want to import more than one class, again comma. So like this, you have to write. So one package you can import like this. More than one package, you should not write import two times, just comma. If you want to import one class, you can. One class or one interface, here comma again. But you should not write import two times. Because this is now attribute, it is syntax different. Okay, it is attribute. It is tag, it is attribute, that type. Is it over? So like this, you have to import. It is second attribute. First attribute, language. Second attribute, import. Next. Third attribute, buffer. It is used to specify the buffer size. Buffer memory size. Auto flush. Auto flush. True or false? True is default. True is default. Auto flush mode, true. Say, if you want to write, how to write? Say, suppose buffer equal to 8 KB, I'll write. Then 8 kilobytes memory allocated. It will take only 8 kilobytes at a time. Then what we can have, what will happen is memory you can manage properly. Suppose RAM memory will be there. RAM is less. In that situation, buffer auto flush you can use. Like first 8 KB allocated. 8 KB allocated. 8 KB data only it will take. After that, flushed. Again 8 KB it will take. Again flushed. Again 8 KB it will take. Flushed. If the application requires more memory is there, and you can set your RAM is very less. In that situation, we use. So many websites at a time you may open. That website may requires more memory. Then if you set 10 KB, 20 KB like that, that much only occupies. So buffer memory, RAM memory, you can manage efficiently. In that situation, you can write. If RAM is very low, in that situation, useful. Otherwise, not required. So, no doubt, the above two methods, the above two attributes are used to manage buffer memory efficiently. The above two attributes are used to manage buffer memory efficiently. The above two attributes are used to manage buffer memory efficiently. So if you want, you can write like this. Page buffer equal to 8 KB. Auto flush. If you write false, it will not flush. It will be saved in the memory only. If you write true, it is flushed. By default, true will be there. If you want false, you can write. This is only to manage buffer memory efficiently. That's it. If RAM is very low, in that situation, it will be useful. Okay. That application will occupy that much memory only. Next. So I given now 4 attributes. First attribute is language. Language equal to language we can write. Which language supports Java? Only Java. Now that is default. This attribute is not required. This import. These 4 packages implicitly imported. Other than these 4 required, use. So import keyword, import attribute required. Okay. Buffer and auto flush not important. Memory, only memory purpose if RAM is low in that situation. So 4 attributes are given. Now present second attribute only useful. Next, fifth one. Now fifth one, error page, P capital. Error page, P capital. P capital. It is used to specify URL of an error page. Is error page. Is error page true or false? False is default. Is error page equal to true or false? False is default. I'll explain. Just note down. Error page is error page. Here P capital, here E capital, P capital. Here E also capital, P also capital. Is it over? Say error page. We can specify error page URL. Is error page true or false? False is default. Now, for example, page error page equal to error.jsp. I'll write. Here some task code I'll write. It is task code. This is demo.jsp. Okay. Now this demo.jsp program I'll deploy in server. I'll run. This task is going to be executed. If it is executed successfully, this output comes. If any exception occurred, control jumps to this program. Control jumps to error.jsp program. Here we'll write like this. Page is error page. Yes, it is error page. True. Now here user friendly error message. You can write. User friendly error message. User friendly error message we can write. Now this file name, suppose error.jsp. Now suppose two programs are there, demo.jsp, error.jsp. Is it error page? Is it error page or task page? Task page. So is error page equal to false? But by default false, no? That is no need to write here. Is it error page? Yes. It is by default false will be there. That is the reason you have to write true. Is error page equal to true? But is error page attribute here not required? Reason that is false only. By default false. It is task page. So here first it is nothing but what will happen? This code executed. First line, second line, third line, fourth line. If all executed successfully, this output comes. If any problem occurred, if exception occurred, control jumps to this program, user friendly error message displayed. It is nothing but that first program like a try block, second program like a catch block. That's it. That is like a try block. This is like a catch block. Write this one. So demo.jsp like a try block. Error.jsp, it's like a catch block. So in demo.jsp, if exception occurs, then error.jsp executed. Is it over? Just note down. In the above example, error.jsp executed whenever exception occurs in demo.jsp. In the above example, error.jsp executed whenever exception occurs in demo.jsp. In the above example, error.jsp executed whenever exception occurs in demo.jsp. We'll see continuation tomorrow. Online students, 1 minute, I'll clarify your doubts. Solid annotation. We put the concept filter I send. Solid annotation also not there. Check it. If not there, I'll share. Because how to create our own package. Package core Java concept, no? I was shown converted solid. We know converted solid I was shown. That's what we cannot. Srishel, that word also I said. Both in a one declaration also you can write. Chintu, yeah, 10-15 days required. Nokia, 10-15, 20, 10-15 days, 10-15 days. Lalit, that is connection related. So OJDBC you copy. Otherwise, connection is local variable also same error comes. Project, if you want to add, better to do framework. With that framework, if you develop, it will be considered. Okay, we'll see continuation tomorrow. Package in JSP means dynamic web project only. WAR file you can create. By using JSP also possible, complete possible. If you want to include in a resume, better to do one framework. With framework knowledge, you can include any project. Okay. We'll see continuation tomorrow.